Why, hello there. We've got some well-off champs around here. The kind that got an artifact in every pocket, you know. But you gotta get him before the mutants do. That's some tough competition, man. Run along, loner.
Sky personnel. We have been forced to leave the base. It is impossible to determine the exact date of our return at this time. In order to keep the base secure in the absence of scientific personnel, I have reconfigured 5 emission monitoring beacons. In addition to reading higher order Psi effects, their functionality has now been supplemented with the emission of Psi radiation into the surrounding environment. I hope that this will be enough to keep everything intact until our return.
What's going on? I can't feel anyone. Where are they? Tell me where they are. Why are you silent? Say something. Anything. says our brothers are scattered all over the zone, lost, no memory of themselves. He too did not know who he was. But that doesn't matter anymore. Strider and I will find you. Whatever's forced you to remain silent, right together. This, I swear. never understood anything. I just couldn't make him understand. What a waste. At one point, I thought he was going to lead me out of the swamp. Instead, he led the others into it. For 10 years now, my brothers have been following a shepherd lost in the dark. I will lead my brothers out of the darkness. I will free you from the yoke of force. At last, I hear your voice again, Monolith.
And the scanner is yours. I need to say my goodbyes. Farewell to our great past. Enemies, yes, but united by faith in one idea. For your kind, it was the wish granter. For us, the monolith. It spoke in many tongues, but everyone heard only what they wanted to hear. Repentance. Forgiveness. Not a chance. After a decade of silence, only hatred remains. The monolith has abandoned us to make us understand. Being alive does not mean to be happy. Nothing else matters.
Strider never understood anything. I just couldn't make him understand. What a waste. At one point, I thought he was going to lead me out of the swamp. Instead, he led the others into it. For 10 years now, my brothers have been following a shepherd lost in the dark. I will lead my brothers out of the darkness. I will free you from the yoke of force. At last, I hear your voice again, Monolith.
Come in. If you're heading to SIRCAA, stop by the ranger station. We need to talk to you.
We?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R and I. We have news. It's very important. I see a loner. He's got some kind of weird device on his back.
That loner's a little on the weird side himself. Come on in, Skiff. We've been waiting for you.
Talk to our boss.
You know what makes a stalker a stalker? Curiosity. I told you he'd come.
You told me a lot, and left out even more. Thank you for coming, Skiff.
I didn't expect to see you two here. You're working together?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R is always eager to help, but he never tells me why.
Why spoil a good surprise?
What did you want to talk about?
I found out that the Ward moved the Wish Granter from the CNPP to SIRCAA.
The monolith.
That toy is way too dangerous, even for Dallin. Especially for Dallin. The zone itself could suffer for it. And then the dark would eclipse whatever light still remains here.
I've seen Faust. You mentioned the Wish Granter as well before he disappeared.
So he's in on it too. The past will never let us go, will it?
The Strider wants to know what Faust is up to. I want to get to the bottom of the whole scanner business. But what's in it for you?
See, Strider doesn't trust me either. But like I told you before, I just like helping people. The zone represents the delicate balance between the dark and the light in all of us. The monolith disrupted that balance once, and it will do so again. Besides, anything that hurts the Ward is fine by me. We all do what needs to be done, and we risk our lives for what we believe in. That's the only way, Skiff. Otherwise, we're no better than zombies.
Do you think Faust is planning something that involves SIRCAA?
If you put 2 and 2 together, you'll probably get 4, even in the zone.
If the monolith really is at SIRCAA, like S.T.A.L.K.E.R says, then Faust is doing all of this for one reason. To get inside the Institute.
Dallin is hell-bent on making a scientific breakthrough, by any means necessary. If the Wish Granter is activated again...
No. I won't allow that to happen.
Can you remind me again what the Wish Granter is?
An atrocity.
It's a device that was used to protect the center of the zone. They had it installed inside the CNPP sarcophagus. It drew stalkers to it with the promise of granting wishes.
The Wish Granter, or monolith, drove people insane. Those who survived the ordeal were brainwashed and became monolithians.
I've always wondered, Strider, what did you wish for when you got there?
So what do you want from me?
I see you found what you were looking for, and you're going to find even more. In the darkest part of the zone, built from the brightest of intentions.
The scanner is your chance to get into SIRCAA. Then, you'll be able to find out if that damn machine is really there. I'll get my squad together and head for the Institute. We need your help, Skiff. Noontide... No. The entire zone is in danger.
Sometimes bad people make good choices. I trust you to make the right one.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R, we've got wardens here. A lot of them.
Korshunov knows what he's doing, I'll give him that. Would you welcome our guests, Skiff? Strider and I need some charge. Get off the stage. Skiff will lend them a hand. He's a good man.
And if not, my bad on you.
I owe you one. Here's another one. I told you while the Kingpin does his thing, we cut down all the smartasses running to clear sky. So, here's the deal, Stalker. Take off your backpack, put your piece on the ground, and hand over your PDA. You can leave the rest to us. On second thought, we wouldn't want you blabbing out our little enterprise here, now would we? Ice the chump, boys.
Stand aside. This is a restricted strategic facility. Unauthorized entry is prohibited.
I have an appointment with Dr. Dahlin. I brought the scanner.
You must be Skiff. Head to the internal checkpoint. They'll direct you from there.
Warning. Science Group 2104 has finished its shift and is departing. The arrival of the next group is on hold until the current protocol is lifted.
Colonel, a loner is here with the scanner. Initiating guest protocol. Go ahead. They're waiting for you inside.
Is that him? Give it to me. We need to run compatibility tests. Check everything is all right. Oh, yes. Of course. You must be tired. Oh, here. Here's the key to my room. I'm sleeping in my study either way. Don't worry about your reward. You'll get it. In fact, someone would like to talk to you as soon as we've completed all the necessary tests. Have some rest. And get yourself cleaned up. My colleagues promised me a surprise for my birthday. I wish I knew what it was. Guess you'll have to tell me. Enjoy it! Come on! Really? Thank you!
There, walk through the metal detector. Alright, you can come in. Follow the protocol and stay out of trouble.
Laboratory assistant Smitchkov proceeds to the transportation platform.
Damn, now I'm going to end up with a migraine again, and I've got reports to fill out. It's about time they cleared everyone out of here.
What else did you expect? Caffeine and emissions don't mix. You know that.
How was I supposed to know it was going to happen right away? Unlike you, I don't consider fortune-telling a scientific method.
A higher access level is required to obtain further information. Identity confirmed. Greetings, guest. Welcome to SIRCAA, the gateway to the future. The Scientific Institute for Research of the Chernobyl Anomalous Area is a cutting-edge scientific facility that employs the world's top scientists. We're working to transform the Chernobyl Anomalous Area into something that will benefit humanity rather than threaten it. Warning. Repeat, a mission imminent.
get to the labs and find out about the monolith. I'm counting on you, Stalker.
They've got some serious security here, Strider.
I know. That's why it was crucial for you to get there. My men outside are looking for a way in. The monolith is an evil no one should ever exploit. Please, help us.
The laboratory experiment schedule in Sector C has been updated. All activities that have been cancelled will be resumed upon the return of core staff. Have a nice day.
Sacrificed our time and our comfort. We've toiled tirelessly for this very moment. This will be the day of our triumph. Soon, we will establish a connection to the generators and gain full control over the anomalous energy.
History will remember our names.
That's
all.
Remember our
You
names.
can get back to work now.
That's
And
all.
here's the man who made
You can
this
get back to
breakthrough
work now.
possible. Come here. Please. I'd like to talk to you. I hope you had a good night's sleep, Skiff. We're on the brink of the most important event in human history. And I want you to be there to witness it up close. After all, if you hadn't brought us the Alpha artifact, our artifact farm would still be looking for the key to the generators.
You can grow artifacts?
It's my primary project here. My pride and joy. We are capable of synthesizing artifacts that are identical to those that occur naturally within the zone. Regrettably, we were unable to replicate the Alpha artifact this way. But that doesn't matter anymore. We have the Alpha now. And it's all thanks to you.
What makes the Alpha artifact so special?
It possesses unique properties. The artifact is capable of converting electrical energy into a psi field. It's also incredibly rare. We've never found anything like it in the zone, nor have we been able to replicate it. And it's the only way to connect to the generators remotely.
The generators? What are those?
The zone doesn't just exist on its own. It possesses a center, a source. This source is located within the generators, an installation to the north of the CNPP. There's no way for us to get there, physically at least. However, we can establish a remote connection to the generators. That's where the Alpha comes into play. We can solve the energy crisis, reach the outer limits of the solar system, expand our horizons in the study of physics. Your discovery is going to change the world, Skiff.
Confinement breach detected in the cryptobiology lab. Initiating Aegis protocol in Sector C. Please remain calm and have a nice day.
Damn! Aegis means an uncontrolled anomalous exposure. That means a shutdown for all labs. How are we supposed to test the Alpha now? Wait for a special dispensation from the Colonel? How long will it take? Even with all their gadgets, the Ward can only handle anomalous phenomena in controlled lab environments. Against something like this, we're talking days, at least.
What kinds of toys?
Advanced weapons and ammunition. They've already been tested on live subjects. Seems like a misuse of our funding if you ask me. Once we successfully establish a link to the generators, the zone will disappear, and none of this will be needed anymore.
At this rate, I'm gonna get bed sores from your penthouse couch. Maybe I can speed this up. Remember, the things I've seen in the zone were just as baffling and uncontrollable.
Are you suggesting we skip protocol and go full stalker on this? It could work. Look for Dr. Kravchenko. He's probably at the ARL now. The cryptobiology lab is his domain. He'll point you in the right direction. But remember, this anomalous exposure isn't your typical zone activity. Our emission protection system has never failed us before.
Attention. Due to Aegis protocol initiation...
How are we supposed to run the experiment with soul? A stalker? They are kicking scientists out. Are we getting ready for an experiment or a siege?
I need 2 in the courtyard. Over.
I ran into Lesky today.
Attention. Anomaly Research Laboratory staff, please proceed to evacuation. Please leave your workstations... Welcome to the laboratory, guest. The Institute's primary and most important purpose is to halt the expansion of the Chernobyl anomalous area. In addition to our primary goal, we're also developing a wide range of innovative technologies that will usher humanity into a new era. By studying the physics behind the emergence of anomalies, the team at the Anomaly Research Laboratory has greatly improved our understanding of this phenomenon. Here at the ARL, SIRCAA scientists are able to create and contain anomalies that would bring death and destruction outside the confines of the Institute. Such is the power of science and the genius of those who advance it.
Skiff, isn't it? I think we met at Icarus before.
Kravchenko? I didn't know you were a big wheel around here.
I'm in charge of the Joint Cryptobiology and Psi Medicine Laboratory. Actually, I don't usually venture out of SIRCAA, but occasionally a special project demands some fieldwork. Follow me. A stalker at the Institute. That's a new one. Do you know an anomaly has cropped up in cryptobiology? No? My colleagues over at ARL reviewed the footage, and they think it might be a spatial anomaly.
How often does this kind of emergency happen here?
Hardly ever. Our security protocols cover every scenario, so everything is always under control, especially when it comes to special projects.
What kinds of special projects?
That information is restricted to lab staff. Not even Dr. Dallin has the clearance to access it. So you don't have a prayer.
What are you working on? I'd like to know what's in store for me there.
Simply put, we are studying the zone's various harmful effects, along with ways to protect against them. I am afraid you don't have the clearance for me to be any more specific than that.
Then how did the anomaly show up despite your security measures?
I have no idea. We have complete control over the appearance and behavior of the anomalies you see behind me. But that particular one developed outside the testing site. In theory, the Institute's emission defenses should have made it impossible. Maybe someone helped it manifest. Sabotage is the last thing we need right now.
Alright, I'll go see what you've got there.
Here, take my gun. Korshunov issued these to all the lab managers, but I never thought anyone would actually need them. Professor Herman once mentioned that anomalies like this one always have an entrance and an exit. The cause of its sudden manifestation must lie on the other side. Due to the Aegis protocol, the regular entrances to my lab are sealed. The only way in is through the ventilation system. You'll find the engineering entrance outside, near the ARL building. Please be careful around the specimens of local fauna in the lab. They are quite valuable to our research.
A stalker? Why'd they let him in? It's a research facility, not an amusement park.
I know you're here.
I thought the war... Wait! Please! Don't just leave me here! I was stuck in the lab when they initiated the Aegis protocol. Can you imagine? I had to lock myself in a cage just to avoid getting devoured by those monsters. You'll deal with them, won't you? Here, take this. It's the key card to the storeroom. Maybe you'll find something useful in there.
Attention. Preparing to initiate the Guardian program. The main purpose is to train the participant to face any dangers in the zone. You're about to go through a series of challenges based on real combat experience.
Despite any effects of the anomalous energy.
be afraid. Come on over. Skiff, you made it here too. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised given what you went through to bring my scanner back to SIRCAA. I'd say I'm glad you made it through your first night in the zone, but you probably wouldn't believe me.
You bastard. I thought you were dead, and you just took off.
What else was I supposed to do? Fight my way back to you? Things aren't as straightforward as they seem. Come on in, I'll open the door for you. Don't worry, I won't leave you here. I feel like I owe you for that night. Besides, it looks like you've actually brought us the Alpha. This is my accomplishment, Skiff, not Darlin's. The only thing that snot-nosed genius managed to achieve was watching the second Caribbean experiment. And that's precisely when anomalies and artifacts too began cropping up outside the zone.
The second Caribbean experiment? What's that?
Without the Alpha, Darlin's work was going nowhere. When he realized he couldn't replicate the artifact artificially, he resorted to drastic measures. He tried to repeat the Caribbean experiment. It was our first contact with the noosphere, even before the zone came into being. That's when the first Alpha artifact appeared. I told him it was too risky, but our golden boy was willing to risk the entire world in the name of science. So how did it feel when all that progress came crashing down on your own doorstep?
So you knew my artifact was the Alpha all along. Then why the act?
Do you realize the odds that out of all the artifacts, yours was the one we were looking for? I wasn't even hoping for it. But even if I had, why would I tell you that you held the key to the future of humanity in your hands? This was supposed to be my triumph and mine alone. Not Darlin's, definitely not yours. Sorry.
My home was destroyed because of Darlin's experiment? And you knew about it the whole time?
What? Darlin failed to mention any outside events, and Korshunov conveniently left out who was responsible for your wild goose chase around the zone. Yes, Skiff, I've been aware of this all along. And so have they. Every asshole in this place has an agenda of their own. At least I tried to help you. I warned you about the attack.
remember? But that doesn't matter anymore, and I'm running out of time. I've reconfigured the bubble. It'll take you back to SIRCAA. Then you can tell Darling what you think about the price he paid for progress.
The anomaly in cryptobiology is gone. You took care of it after all. I wish all my colleagues kept their promises like you do. Please come see me. I have something for you. As a stalker, I'm sure you'll appreciate it.
What if the generators aren't going to work? We have no idea whether they are operational.
We don't. Dolan, on the contrary. Why haven't you left with the others, if you are having second thoughts?
They are not second thoughts, but mere caution. Besides, how could I miss this? I would never forgive myself.
Attention. Aegis protocol has been initiated. All staff are required to follow ward instructions. The safety of SIRCAA personnel.
Do you seriously take notes during Dallon's lectures? You don't get it, do you? Our planet is dying. SIRCAA's got
What do you want from me? Get to the point.
It'll become clear soon enough, Colonel. And no, you won't have to send your men anywhere or put them in danger. For that, we've got...
Speaking of danger...
As I was saying, we need someone who's already got certain qualities. Courage, persistence, endurance.
Any of my men will do.
Not quite. We need someone who's already had a particular kind of experience in the zone. Basically, we need a stalker. The readings all match up. But to see it with my own eyes, that's something else. A scientific miracle. Alpha. Quarter of century ago, maybe even longer. The artifact that started it all.
It's still going strong, and not just in the zone.
You stalkers with your tall tales. You need to lay up the booze.
The second Caribbean experiment, you asshole! Tall tales, huh? Look at me! I lost everything back on the mainland, and you tell me to lay off the booze?
To the victor go the spoils. This experiment is not going to conduct itself. Stand down.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance at getting control of the anomalous energy. And look, our gamble paid off. As for your home, you can blame the zone, not me.
Cool it, soldier. The second Caribbean experiment didn't go as planned. During the experiment, the group was attacked by S.T.A.L.K.E.R's saboteurs. They're local stalkers, a thorn in my side. And since they achieved what they set out to back then, you can be sure they'll keep trying to get in our way. You're blaming the wrong people, Skip.
Let's hope that this time, security will be your top priority. So, now that everyone has blown off some steam and is capable of having a civilized conversation, let's move on to the one truly important thing. Science. Do you want to know what's there? Behind the glass? It's the dream of every stalker. The Wish Granter. Also known as the Monolith. It's not a myth, nor is it a deity. It's a Psi installation created by scientists from Project X. Instead of rusting away inside the sarcophagus, it's now here at the Institute.
So does this installation really grant wishes?
Well, it can show anyone exactly what they wish to see. A customized illusion of happiness. It's one of its built-in functions. But we're both adults, you and I. We realize that all those who come to the Wish Granter are already enthralled to their own illusions.
Why did you bring the monolith here? Wasn't one failed experiment enough for you?
Skiff, please. Alpha artifacts are a source of power not only for the generators, but for other Project X installations as well, including those designed to create illusions, like the monolith. If your Alpha artifact activates the monolith now, we'll know it's genuine and can be used with the generators.
My people are trained for this. They will handle it.
The hell they will. It's my artifact. I'll be the one testing it.
Everything's under control.
What you want is here, Stalker. Come.
Humanity is corrupt. Mankind must be controlled. I want the zone to disappear. Whatever you wish, it will be granted. Come to me.
I want this all to end.
Look, Dolan. The spell strap still works on stalkers.
Alpha is real. That's all that matters. We don't need this one anymore.
Strider's buddy isn't walking out of here alive. I'm putting an end to this farce. Kill the stalker.
All units, prepare to engage.
Why is he resisting?
Come and get me up! Sweep the area! Come and get me!
Hey, shut it down!
I'm working on it.
No enemy in sight. At ease. I know you're here somewhere.
Okay, it's safe now. Shutting it down.
Enemy is close. Keep looking.
Target lost. At ease, men.
Come and get me!
I need cover!
Sweep the area. Target lost. At ease, men.
Cover me! Taking casualties! No enemy in sight!
I think that's it. He's out. The level up.
Get Salt off a medic! Now!
Are you okay now, Skiff? Would you come up here, please? What did you see? What happened in the monolith room?
Now, you're the one who's gonna tell me what the fuck is going on here. Whose memory did I just see? Why did the ward attack me? Wish Granner my ass.
Calm down, Skiff. Please. That was just a minor distortion. An illusion, nothing more. It's over now.
He's telling the truth, soldier. The installation has been shut down. You're safe.
It didn't seem like an illusion to me. It felt too damn real.
Yeah,
Illusions don't usually result in injuries.
Everything you saw was a figment of your imagination, Skiff. Your actions, however, had an impact on your environment. That is the reason Zotov was injured, and you were not.
No one would have been injured if the illusions had been stopped sooner.
Shutting the installation down abruptly would have fried Skiff's brain, irreversibly. I did all I could to avoid that outcome.
Was that another botched experiment, Doc?
I wouldn't call it that. I didn't foresee those sea vestiges, that's true. The monolith showed you someone else's memory. I never expected that. Who knew those tall tales had a basis in reality? But I was sure you'd be fine. It was impossible to calculate the safe level of psi exposure when the monolith was first created. But it's a different story now. I used the minimal configuration, see? You're safe and sound, and despite some unpleasant side effects, everything went well. The Alpha artifact worked. We can begin the experiment.
What are you gonna do if the connection is successful? How are you gonna use the anomalous energy?
SIRCAA will become the very thing you stalkers saw in the monolith. Except, we'll grant wishes for real, and we'll do it for all mankind. The Earth will have an inexhaustible source of energy. We will reach the outer limits of the solar system. We will work wonders.
Are you planning to use the Wish Granter again?
Why would we do that? It's a relic of the old zone, a distraction for those who manage to enter the sarcophagus. But SIRCAA doesn't need that. We have the ward to protect us. Besides, even in its prime, this ancient hunk of junk never functioned as intended. The last thing I need right now is SIRCAA fanatics, thank you very much.
Are you sure it's safe connecting the artifact to the generators?
There are certain risks, of course. But inaction would be far more dangerous. We must take control of the zone's anomalous energy before disaster strikes. When we connect to the generators, the zone will be eliminated. And the anomalous energy will finally start serving the needs of mankind.
Yes?
I'm waiting for the stalker, Colonel.
Got it. He'll be there. Go to the projection room, Skiff. She's waiting for you. Good luck.
And Skiff, I'm sorry about your home. I wish great experiments could always be performed without casualties. You should hurry. Don't keep her waiting.
Damn! You're good, soldier. You almost got me there. But it's okay, I'll live. And I'll never make the mistake of helping a stalker again.
Skiff! Thank God you're here. If only Darlin had listened to me, I wouldn't have to cheat. You know that's true. Tell her. I'm begging you.
Your friend is a strange kind of scientist, Skiff. He loves secrets more than discoveries.
He's no friend of mine.
Skiff!
That makes sense. People need more than just a couple of days to really become friends. You need to trust one another, share your secrets. Like the fact that someone stole the scanners from SIRCAA just because he was so envious of Dr. Dolly. And guided by his co-conspirator Faust, he insisted on murdering every last witness, including you, of course.
I can explain everything!
There's no need to repeat yourself, Professor. This man almost got you killed. So it's up to you to decide his fate.
Why should I care?
Professor Herman, you may go.
Skiff! Thank you. Thank you.
Professor, you forgot something.
Goodbye.
Yevhen Martinenko, 25 years old. Born in a small town, loved a good book, but preferred a good fight. Served in the army, upon returning home was engaged in risky part-time jobs. No real friends, no family, just lonely evenings in front of the TV. A while ago he came home to find his place in ruins. You've been through a lot, Yevhen. Cigarette? After the fire at Bill's apartments, everyone rushed to seek help from officials. But not you, Yevhen. In your search for the truth, you had the courage to enter the zone. Perseverance is an admirable quality, and you've got heaps of it. That's why we can thank you, and you alone, that the scanner is back at SIRCAA. The zone is extremely dangerous to the outside world. But thanks to you, we will soon have its power under control. And in the meantime, you can return to the mainland and move into a beautiful new house.
Sounds great.
You deserve it.
But I want to be there for the experiment. Bread was promised. Now it's time for circuses.
Dr. Darlin speaks highly of you, but the experiment requires top-level security. Although, perhaps you could help us in this matter. Someone's planning to stop us, right? Stop us getting what we deserve.
Strider. The leader of Noontide intends to break into SIRCAA. He might be armed.
I knew I could count on you. Meet with Strider. Convince him not to do anything stupid. I don't want our new world to begin with bloodshed. And neither do you.
And if he doesn't change his mind?
You're an experienced guy of him. I'm sure you can handle it. One way or another.